So I'm Jackie McGinn, spiritual mentor and energy healer. Let's talk healthy and unhealthy relationships. Now, perhaps the biggest factor to the difference between healthy and unhealthy is the issue of control. Either being controlled or being too controlling, which all of us can slip into from time to time, but there's a degree to where it gets toxic and your self-esteem can be really damaged, your self-worth can be damaged, you feel like there's something wrong with you. Now, in a healthy relationship, even if there is a little bit of control going on, there's enough communication, there's enough sharing of vulnerability, there's enough being open to what might be underneath the control for you to be able to get over it together. And when you get to that kind of healthy relationship place where there's space to feel into the vulnerability, there's space to connect with what your body's saying, there's space to connect with what your emotions are saying, when there is this space and you give each other that space, that's where the real intimacy is. That's where you're giving each other permission to be the fullest, truest expression of who you truly are. That's this real soulmate, divine soulmate relationship. It's realizing going into the relationship that, we are all unfinished. We have got edges, we have got stuff to work on, we've all got baggage from the past. But when we allow each other to see each other in that real way, allowing that, you've got these problems, let's work it out together. Now, compare that with the controlling one. With the controlling one, someone has a very fixed, idealized or like fantasy idea of who you are. And if you stray from that, they're going to get upset and they'll make all kinds of assumptions about why you're doing what you're doing. You'll be made to feel wrong. And it probably won't be kind of that directly expressed in the words. It can be quite subtle. It can just be this feeling. And that's where it's so important to connect with your intuition, to connect with what your body's saying, to connect with your emotion. And so you can kind of break that spell of control. So basically, healthy relationship, you accept that, it's two imperfect people coming together. And by allowing the space to connect with your vulnerability, to connect with your flaws, to feel into what your body's saying, to feel into what your emotions are saying, that actually it creates this really deep soul level connection between you. There's the physical connection, emotional connection, mental connection, spiritual connection. That's what those of us on the spiritual path are looking for. Compare that with an unhealthy one where there isn't the emotional connection because the controlling person kind of accuses you of being the one that causes all the negative emotion, while the person being controlled kind of just, well, yeah, it's me. I just cause all of these emotions. But there's a part of you in there that's going, that's not right. And there's going to be a part in the controlling person as well going like, that's not right. Then, there's no space to listen to what your body is saying. And your body really is a truth teller. Your body knows the truth. That's the name of a book on trauma, actually. And so, it's such a big difference between a healthy relationship and an unhealthy relationship. Now, it might be that you go through an unhealthy one for a while to kind of start opening up to your intuition, to notice what's there, to get taken to a place where you're so uncomfortable you have to start looking inside to do the inner work, which, you know, unfortunately, that's the way a lot of us learn, versus this healthy relationship where you're mutually doing the inner work together, growing together, evolving together, reaching like deeply soul expressed ways of being free, you know, that true freedom beyond control of this is who I am in my entirety. That's really what a real divine soulmate can bring you. So if you've enjoyed that, and if that contrast has made you reflect on your life, I'd love to hear from you, so get in touch. But also, if you'd like to chat more about moving towards kind of like the healing preparation you can make to be in that place where you're standing in your wholeness and you're ready for that level of relationship, get in touch, because I have something that can really help you. Right, thanks for watching. Bye.